So the big question is this: should you ever settle? Today I share with you reasons why settling in love is never a good idea. My name is Johnny Wosu, and welcome to the Second Chances Podcast, a love journey in black and white. I was on a call earlier today with a lady, and she was so frustrated with all of this dating landscape and just trying to navigate and figure things out. And out of frustration, she asked me the dreaded question: should I just settle for a fellow that she's been talking to who doesn't align with what it is that she's looking for? This question probably resonates with a lot of people, especially people over 40. You know, that temptation to want to settle in relationships. But today I really want to discuss why settling is never, ever, ever a good idea. Even when society tells you that you might be narrowing your options or being too picky. Let's dive in. I remember turning 40, and when you cross the 40 mark, even though it's an age of liberation for you, but it's also an age where it comes with a lot of unspoken pressure, right? Sometimes it's your family, it's society, it's your colleagues. Sometimes it's even your own internal dialogue suggesting that, you know what, you're 40 now, you should be with someone, you should be in a stable relationship. It doesn't matter, all men are the same. You know, just get yourself in a relationship. It does not matter who it's with. But here's the thing. Settling for less than what you deserve just because of age is a recipe for long-term dissatisfaction. Trust me, I've been there. And I'm sure you probably have been there too. The first thing I want to hit on is this thing about self-worth. Settling in a relationship really comes from a place of fear. It could be this fear of being alone. Nobody wants to be alone, but this fear of being alone or never finding someone better, especially for people who maybe have been single for a long time, or fear that, oh my God, I don't want to show up to family Christmas dinner again, single, fear of what society might judge you, or look at her, she's single, or look at him, he's single, over 40 and can't even find someone. Self-worth should never be tied to your relationship status, especially when you're over 40. At this age, you're this, and I hope, more confident person. You should be this self-aware person. Your relationship status shouldn't be linked to your self-worth. You should feel worthy being single, embracing whatever stage you are in your life. So don't allow people to pressure you into feeling less of yourself and less worthy of yourself than you should feel. The second thing is genuine connection, right? You can have relationships are possible. There are many single people everywhere, of the world, online, offline, whatever. There are single people everywhere, but it's not about just being in a relationship with just anyone. This idea of, okay, it's convenient, or I'm just going to compromise on what it is that I want, when there's no true compatibility, recipe for disaster. It's not going to work. You're going to have a life filled with unfulfillment, filled with resentment, filled with regret, filled with toxicity, right? This vicious cycle of having the same kind of relationships over and over again. Relationships are not just about having someone to hold and to love. There's also the issue of compatibility. It's about having the right someone, not just anyone who's available. So you need to consider, do I really have a connection with this person? Are we really compatible? It's not just, oh, I'm 40, we'll make it work, it'll figure itself out. It's not going to figure itself out. If you're not compatible, you're not compatible. I want to talk about time. Some people think that after 40, time is running out, right? Oh, it's going to be too late. You're never going to find someone. I can't believe you're still single at this age. What have you been doing all your youth, all your life? This often leads people to want to rush to settle. Time is an illusion. Time is an illusion when it comes to love. There is no age limit for finding true love. Relationships that I've found that come together later in life usually have a greater advantage over those who met when they were younger, like in their teens and all, because now you're much more self-aware, you're much more mature, you know yourself more, you know what it is that you want, you've made the right choices based on the right factors, so values and stuff, not just some physical attraction or some other benefit that you think you might be getting from this person. So it's very important to not try to link age or time to the opportunity or the potential for you to find love. You can find love at any age, right? So it's just believing that there is love available out there and that you will find it, and that you're not desperate, you're not in a hurry. You will give yourself the time to be able to attract and choose the right person, not just settling for whatever is available out of fear that this may be it. This may be your last chance at love. It's not your last chance at love. You'll be finding love until the lights go out, metaphorically speaking. Okay, so another thing that I want to hammer on, because I see this a lot with especially single mothers or single fathers, you have to be careful, because the patterns that you create will reflect on your kids. So if you're jumping into whatever is readily available, or you're constantly settling from less than, you're compromising on your values and just jumping into a relationship with people that you know deep down inside there's nothing connecting you with this person, how is that reflecting on your kids? What kind of example are you setting for your kids? You don't want to be setting the examples that it's okay or it's acceptable to just compromise on your values, on your happiness, on your fulfillment. You need to be able to choose what you want in a relationship. You need to be able to wait for what you want in a relationship that truly enriches and empowers your life. That way you set an example for your kids to see what real relationships look like. And that's another conversation I was having today about the impact of my own parents' divorce on my own relationships, right? Because I saw all of the toxicity that happened when I was growing up, it was difficult for me to resonate with a loving relationship, because I never saw that growing up. So you want to be careful, especially if you have kids. What kind of role model are you being to your kids? You want them to grow up to have healthy relationships based on the right values and the right reasons. So be that example. Don't just talk the talk, walk the walk as well. Settling in a relationship is a no-no. Forget whether you're 40 or 20. Settling is a no-no. It only creates unhappiness and resentment. It is not and should never be your only option. It is not even an option in my books. Rather than rushing into something that is less than, wait and keep working on yourself. Keep staying happy within yourself. Keep doing the right things. Keep making the right choices. And you will see that you will be able to separate the less than from the good enough. And then you can go ahead to have a fulfilling and enriching relationship. You need to do what is true and right for you. Do not let the pressure of society, do not let the pressure of a year of birth push you or force you into settling for something that you know deep down inside of you is never going to make you happy, because the truth is it never will. So stay strong. Thank you for listening to today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Remember, no matter what, never give up on love. Till next time, sending you love and light.